Yet again.
It's a little bit of a shit show.
A mad effing dash.
Yeah.
Your hair's a mess. I swear to God, your hair's a mess.
I know it is.
You know, that was the fastest little Hummer I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm just saying.
What the heck does that mean? No.
No, we were humming a tune.
No.
That was what was going on.
That aren't you cute?
Yes,
no, I was trying to make my hair do something.
Oh, Shayla Black.
It
is so nice to be back in the safe confines of the Shayla Black Studios.
It is.
With our good friends.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
The show is real, and I'm honest about that. I'm always honest, but I'm definitely honest about that.
It's particularly shit showy today. I'm just going to say.
We've got little peckers over here. We've got food. We've got
We're
water.
Busy. By the way,
I'm hot. I'm bothered. What's going on?
By the way, if you are new here, I am New York Times and USA Today bestselling author Shayla Black. And with me, as always...
Don't call me sidekick.
No,
okay?
I didn't.
Oh, that's wrong. Okay,
no, would you stop that? It's crooked.
Well, yeah, but I have no shoulder now. See, don't mess with the executive producer. What are you doing? You got to pull it towards you. No, honey,
there.
Ding dong. There you go.
No, now it's crooked.
And now she's sitting here. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, she's here because she has something to share also when we get there.
You had 30 minutes to share.
Well, we just ran out of time. We ran out of time.
Have your own broadcast.
Oh my gosh. Isn't he mean, y'all? No, Mom said. Mom said. That's right.
Why don't you greet our friends? This is Shayla Black. And
I already said that. I was waiting for you to say your name.
And we're here to bring you joy.
Pump you up.
We're here to bring you joy.
Or something.
Down in our hearts.
That's right. That's right.
Start off, Shayla Black.
I hope everybody's having an amazing Wednesday. It's been, like I said, a little bit crazy here, but we so appreciate you for being here.
Yes.
See lots of familiar faces. Love it. Love it. And
Nikki Ann loved our cover photo. You remember where that photo was from?
No.
Connecticut.
Oh, Romanticon.
Sorry,
Connecticut.
I don't know why I keep calling Nikki. I keep calling Connecticut.
Oh my gosh, she's like, stop.
We had such a good time. We had such a good time. I drank no alcohol.
You did.
I drank no alcohol.
That's right.
Because if I drank alcohol, Lord knows what would happen.
Yeah, that's right.
I was dry in Branson. I had 2 drinks. That was it.
Yeah, I didn't even have.
Next time, I'm not hosting. I'm just going to sit there and drink.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll entertain.
Yay, Jocelyn. Negative biopsy.
Yay, Jocelyn.
Glad to hear that. Thank you for the update.
That is fantastic.
I appreciate you
sharing.
News. Thank you. Thank you. So glad that everyone's here. I'm trying to get caught up.
Is it Wednesday already?
It is Wednesday already. I don't even know how that happens, to be honest. So. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Eve. It was
Eve. Pants are the least of my concern. You know, about 10 minutes before air, I had a towel on.
He did, and we were
granted
TikTok live, and he wanders in here wearing just a towel.
Granted, I'm camera ready, basically. I mean, it's from my former career, but not gonna.
Virginia, thank you for sharing. This was a question that I was going to ask you guys because I know so many of you last week said you did not get your newsletter. Yes, one dropped this morning. If you have checked your spam and your junk and all of that, just to make sure it didn't wander to one of those folders, if you have checked that and you did not get a newsletter now for the last 2 weeks, please reach out to him so we can start making a list. I don't know if some people accidentally got dropped. I don't know.
Well, our newsletter provider had a hiccup.
Okay.
Over the last, I found that last week.
Okay.
And some accounts were lost. So if you're not getting your newsletter, please, what's the best way to do it? I would say PM me with your email address, or just PM me, and I probably have your email address already. Yeah, just PM me, and I will go and validate. If you're not on there, I will put you into the newsletter.
Yes.
So that may be what the issue that we're having.
Yeah, that may be it.
So sorry about that.
Thank you, Dawn. You are a lovely human being yourself. I appreciate that. How are you?
Dawn, I'm still munching on those chips. I swear to God, those are the best chips ever.
They're really good.
Best chips ever.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you very much.
What? What? Look at this. It's my hair. It's my hair.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
No bald spot. Just
I
saying.
know.
Yes,
And I had
much prettier than him.
that's right. I did that's right. Eve says Mallory is prettier than you.
Well.
I did have my hair did yesterday. Not
So-
that you can tell because I immediately came and put it back up.
So you went and got the permanent done.
No, I did not
You
have a
didn't get the
permanent done.
You went up to the beauty shop.
I
As
did.
My granddaddy used to say, "Go take mother up to the beauty shop."
Yes, smash the like button and subscribe, pretty please.
Zalesko in the house.
How are you, Susan? Let's see. Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't call it NikkiCon.
Oh
He
my God!
should.
Now it will be called.
It will.
No, that might piss off.
Yeah.
Somebody. Kitty. Kitty Con. I like Kitty Con. Oh my God, that'd be something else. That'd be something else
Yeah.
completely. No, we can't do that.
Oh,
I like Nikki Con.
Susan says promotion finally official, including the prairies, only a year later. Well,
Nice.
better late than never,
Good for you,
Susan.
Susan.
Congratulations.
Good for you.
Thank you, Stephanie. We had a good time meeting you guys. Would love to be back there now, sitting in the hospital after surgery this morning. Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay.
Oh my gosh, darling.
Oh, gallbladder removed. I've been there. I
This
get
one.
it. I had to have it done too. You will feel so much better though now that it's done. I promise. The recovery isn't that bad if they got to do it laparoscopically, and you'll be back on your feet and it'll be so much better.
Yes.
And Dawn didn't get a newsletter either.
Guys, PM me, please. Oh, here, I'm just going to make some notes.
Well, you couldn't have got one from me yesterday, Jan, unless there was some really weird hiccup because I didn't write the newsletter until last night. So unless it was last week's newsletter.
So, okay, I've got Virginia and I've got Dawn down.
Okay. Jan is
Anybody
asking,
else?
should we resubscribe?
Jan, yeah, you please do. Please
Yeah,
go ahead
that's
and
probably the
resubscribe.
easiest.
But
And Christine didn't get it either.
yeah, and Christine, if you guys will just go in and resubscribe, then I'll validate all y'all's names in there.
Yeah, Eve, we will chit chat about your order, girl. I'm sorry that I haven't. It's just been a crazy last couple days, but we will chit chat. Hey, Melissa.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Dawn didn't get one either.
Who?
Dawn.
Sweet Dawn.
So sorry, guys. You got email? Okay. Tracy says she got other things, but not today. Ruth didn't get one. Denise didn't get one. This is really frustrating,
That
y'all.
is very frustrating.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, please go ahead and resubscribe, and then I'll make sure. You
Tabitha,
guys are on.
validate us like parking.
Oh my gosh, I know Tabitha, right?
Right. Karen didn't get one. Yep.
Wow.
So you guys, if you can resubscribe, try. If it tells you you're already subscribed, then I don't know. It was for sure. Oh, that's actually an automated message from my store, Jan. That particular email you're talking about.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the newsletter.
It's not.
We are
It
moving.
is my newsletter, but it is
We
not.
are moving newsletter providers.
Yes.
And actually, we're going to have one probably moved by, I'd say, late next month. We're going to be out. So,
Yeah. Okay. So Susan said she got hers, but she had to. Okay. Wendy didn't get one. Avita didn't get
yeah,
one.
guys, please just resubscribe, and then
Krista.
I'll go back in and validate.
Oh, I'm so
everybody.
sorry.
I may not have everyone's email.
Eve
address,
didn't
so.
get it. This is frustrating. This is another reason we're moving newsletter.
Yet again, no
providers.
logic to anything that's done
Nope.
on that side. You're guessing.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Which is why we're leaving, because this is not good.
So Tracy's asking, so log on to stores. Do you have the link to the newsletter? Do I need to
Yeah,
get it
let me
for
go.
you?
I'll go grab it. Give me just a second.
Okay.
I just need to go look
It's
at
in
it.
queue.
Hi,
If you
Heather. Yeah,
go
I'm
to
I'm going to
okay.
queue. Just
Shayla store
give me a
links.
hot second. It's got a load.
I always have mine up, so I don't have to.
Well,
relaunch
good for you.
because that's just what I do.
Well, good for you.
Just get out of the Shayla store,
Oh, no, that's not what I need. I need.
all the way down the Shayla store.
No, that's not what I need.
Or you don't have your alphabetized, do you?
I do not.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a Shayla store.
Dang
maybe.
it. No, it's.
No, I've just posted in there.
Okay, there's a place.
Shayla
Where,
store right there.
there's a
under
place where
audio.
there's all the links.
Yeah, I know. And you have to go to store by links. There you go.
That's
It's
not
in-
where the
it's-
newsletter
it's
is,
in
though.
there. It's in there. So click on links at the top left.
Where?
Right there, top left. Right here.
Here?
No, down where it says links. Right there.
I've never
Okay.
had to do that
And then
ever.
pull the newsletter link. There you go.
Okay, this is really weird, y'all. Sorry. That is not where I usually go to find the things. But he always has his way of doing
No,
things.
that's Rachel. That's all Rachel.
Okay.
For once, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm. All right. There you guys go.
So there is the link.
Yeah, check your email.
Looks like Facebook won't let you put all that.
Whatever. Yeah, Shannon wants to know what you did this time. No,
Just leave it up. Just leave it up.
It's not anything that
I know,
he did.
Shannon, right? Right.
It's actually something that the newsletter provider did. So bad newsletter.
I pay them enough money that I can blame them for it all.
That's
Let's just
right.
be clear.
That's
be
right.
Clear.
It's just
What-
been nuts.
What a week.
Right?
What a week.
What a week.
We have gone from emergency to emergency.
It feels that way.
And it's
like a lot.
I mean, business emergency to emergency.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
We've
nothing
been
personal.
Firefighting.
But good God, it's like one thing gets you on fire and takes you hundreds of hours to knock it out and finish it up and get it
You guys,
extinguished.
I have to be honest.
Oh my
We've
gosh.
battled a lot of technical difficulties that, like, through it just stupid stuff that should not have happened. It wasn't like normal procedure. That's why, oh my gosh, he was trying to fix problems until 2:30 this morning.
I was
a lot.
I was up till 2:30 this morning. Then I went to bed. Then I got back up at 5 o'clock to finish it. And then I got back up at 7:45. And then to find I had to redo it all over again.
Yeah.
So, but bottom line is we're in good shape.
So you guys have some questions. Let's see. Heather, no, the email that you received yesterday about Naughty Little Secret audio coming was an automated message from the store. It's not actually.
You also had a newsletter yesterday with Naughty Little Secret, or today.
That was this morning.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are referencing the one they got yesterday from the store. And that's just an automated message. We set that up a long time ago. Different provider, which I know sounds weird, but you know, the back end of the store has their own thing. So, oh, Facebook won't let me post that because it's soliciting.
All right.
Okay.
So that's why you just leave it on the screen.
Hey,
and then
Brenda.
folks can grab it from there.
Hey, Tatiana. Good to see you.
Hey,
Did Christian
Tatiana.
Fox. Well, no, he hasn't started the book yet because we're still writing the book. He's supposed to get the book.
The commitment.
Yes, the commitment. He is supposed to be getting the book. I think he's supposed to get it sometime in September.
Mm-hmm.
And so he will turn it around after that. So, and Dawn says she now received a lovely message from the VIP
Dawn,
newsletter.
thank you. So Dawn resubscribes. If you guys just resubscribe with that
Hey,
link,
Connie.
you'll be in good shape. And I'll go back and validate all of you that I've listed out here.
So Connie, again, thank you so much for my little goodie. You know how much I love these, and this will now be my third one, and they always stay up in my office. They're so beautiful, and I appreciate that we always have flowers. Somebody hid this from me and handed it to me.
It was in my backpack.
Handed it to me 10 minutes ago.
Have I not completely unpacked from, where were we? Branson, Missouri. Yes.
10 minutes.
But I know. I found it. I pulled it out.
Okay, Karen says she tried to resubscribe and was told that she was already subscribed.
All right, cool.
Was it the update? I don't think so, Shan.
I don't know what it was, Shan.
Okay, Jan said her resubscribe is.
But Karen, I'll make sure you're on there, so don't worry about that.
That's just so odd. Okay, and Virginia got the same message, told she was already subscribed.
Okay.
Dang it. Okay. Okay, and Regina said let her.
Hence, we're moving.
Yes.
Hence, we're moving.
Yes. Okay. Thank you guys for helping, because Rachel and I were having a conversation about that this afternoon. And I was like, do you have any idea why?
I know what it was.
I think I know what it was too.
Yeah.
And she is probably going to have words with you about that tomorrow.
Well, that's why we're moving providers.
I know.
I'm ready to move.
I will absolutely take this. That's a good point, Connie. I will take this with me to Kiss and Tell. I couldn't get my act together quite as much.
We had so much on the table
We
in
always
Missouri.
do. 6 feet sounds like a big
We are
table, but it's not.
We are not taking as much to Kiss and Tell, and Kiss and Tell's a lot closer. We're not taking all those books. We're going to take a lot less because
You
that's where
say
pre-orders.
that.
That's where pre-orders come into play. Now, if someone comes and says, "Where's this?" I said, "Where you been? Where you been?"
Where you been?
No,
Your
I'll
website
I'll
has
figure it
retail.
out.
Oh, Heather says she already got that same already subscribed message too. Sorry, you guys. We are working diligently to fix it. I promise you. And there's the link in case you need it. I'll leave it up a few minutes longer. So yeah, it's been a little bit crazy. If you got the Naughty Little Secret audio and you've had some trouble with it, reach out to him. He can re-push it.
I've already re-pushed.
Oh, you have? Okay, well
So,
then he's ahead of me.
Naughty Little Secret, the audio. If you pre-ordered that, thank you for that. And those went early this morning. But we went ahead and re-pushed another version later this morning, and you should have had a separate email from BookFunnel, and you can go ahead and re-download that.
Yeah,
but it had some extra dead space in the audio, and we were able to fix that.
Yeah, so that should be the correct file. Unfortunately, when we had to do the file export, it kind of had a hiccup, and then we had to import it in something else and try to fix it, and that had a hiccup. I'm like, and it's the middle of the night, and you just can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, you can take that down now.
Okay.
I think everybody's got it.
All right. So, Baby has something to share. I know a lot of you know that she is going to be a bridesmaid in her bestie's wedding on Sunday. Last weekend was the bachelorette weekend. Baby? Okay. Last weekend was the bachelorette weekend, and she ended up being kind of the
Your daughter.
orchestrator of all of the activities. And so
Yo,
Oh, you need to sit here?
you're my seats.
All right.
I thought you just come stand over our shoulder. It's not very long. No. She wants to sit. I will get to your question in just a second, Tatiana, but one of the things that they did was they had a bridal version.
Well, I had several games.
Mm-hmm.
I brought several games. Thanks. Shout out to Hobby Lobby. So
Shout out to Hobby Lobby. Yeah, we were looking for decorations.
Aesthetics.
Yeah.
And we came across 3 different games. We used 2 out of the 3 at the Bachelorette weekend. And one of them was called Bridal Fill in the Blanks, and they were Mad Libs. We did 2 versions.
Yes.
One was we didn't know what we were doing, so it was kind of a pretty relatively clean version. And then we started getting we started getting a little adventurous.
Hold up. Who was the ringleader of adventurous? Yeah. She's there with a bunch of
the bride was legit like, okay, guys, we really had to step up our game. Mallory really needs some inspiration for the next book. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Uh-huh. And so she tried.
I tried, bless me. So
bless you.
Bear with me.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Really?
hold it. That's way too dim. F-way.
It's fine.
Okay. Mr.
Okay.
Lighting came in. So if I'm groping in the dark like a blind person,
It's
you
okay,
know.
I got you.
Okay, thanks.
With my blue hand, I was writing
Well,
something and it.
oh,
just
it did?
It turned completely blue.
Oh my gosh.
So I was in the bathroom trying to wash my hand.
The pen spooged on you.
Yeah, it's spooged on me. You need to get rid of that pen. Okay.
Okay, so here is
I'm going to obscure some names for this for the bride and groom's identity.
They're just first names. Just saying, they're only first
Okay,
names.
fine. Screw it. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
hang on. So I have to say, this was day 2 or 3
This was
of the Bachelorette weekend.
This was Saturday, so
It was day 2.
It was day 2. We
Okay.
just came. I found an amazing beach there because we're not near an ocean or anything. It was like for a lake, so it was really nice. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really
Anyway,
nice.
We came back and we started playing games, and this was one of them. So I, Emily, take you, Ellis, to be my ravishing husband. the source of all my handcuffs, my drunk partner, and my pole from this day forward.
Your pole. Okay.
In the presence of Tom Hiddleston, our panties, and orgasms, I offer you my juicy vow to be your horny dick in fucking and in resting. In good times and in sweaty times, I promise to spank you roughly and to always whisper and lick and never grind as long as we both shall live.
Yeah, those are vows you can live by. Fantastic.
So, yeah.
So Eve wants to know how much alcohol was involved. Actually, not that much.
To tell you the truth, a lot of them really don't. There was like a good majority of us who didn't really drink, and the ones who did, I drink in moderation now. I don't really go hard anymore. But
she's just getting too old for that, y'all.
For medical reasons, I really don't.
No, and that's good. Your doctors have told you to be careful.
No, this was.
It was.
It wasn't.
Actually.
It wasn't. It was.
I mean, it was only an hour and some change away from where we live, but it was down by the lake.
The bride had no idea.
They got a verbo, and they had a really good time.
And then day 3. We went around the town because we wanted to see what it was all about.
Baby, back in the corner.
No, Shannon. I've been in the corner for too damn long. Swayze is calling. He's been waiting
from beyond the grave. I mean,
80s version.
Okay.
80s
all right.
Version.
All right. Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was a good time.
So then we went to town and we went a little sightseeing and shopping because they had never seen the town before and we had been in the past.
Yeah, I've been a few times.
It was nice to see that area because it's been 6 years. So
is it really?
Yeah.
No.
Last time I was there, 2019.
Oh, you're right. It was 2019. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I'm so glad you texted me. We're like, we should do this. And I'm like,
should do this.
Yes, because it was so much fun.
It was.
And so one of the stores we went to had this necklace.
So she's very excited. She likes bows.
I'm a sucker for bows. I love bows. So this was right up my alley.
So if you guys, I've never said this. So if you guys have been reading Heavenly Rising, this is heavenly in a lot of ways. So the whole thing, if you remember I want to say it was The Chase, there's an infamous scene with bows. And there's an infamous scene with bows.
She showed me a couple of pictures over the years that the books were written. And she was like, what do you think of this? Of this? Especially when you get to the museum version. The museum scene where Beck
in the choice.
In the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she showed me a lot of
pictures. Like, what do you think of this? Yeah. And I wrote down her reactions.
All of Heavenly's reactions are mine. And then the bows, that's my thing. And she threw me a bone with that boy band.
Yes, that was a lot of for her also. I was like, let's pretend that somebody got on a plane with basically One Direction. So
but it's not One Direction.
It's
because
not, because yeah. So good times.
Yeah,
good times.
Good times. So yeah, the bride was really happy. Everybody had a great time. We really got to know each other because a lot of us really didn't know each other other than we were connected
casually
to one person. So
casually. So she had a good time. Came back on Monday, and the first thing she did was, my social battery is gone, and she went upstairs and was like, "Don't talk to me."
If we had stayed an extra day with each other, all of us are introverted in some way. So another day, we probably would have been sick of each other. So. But yeah,
I think that's likely true.
But it was a lot of fun, and I am so happy to be seeing everyone else in a couple of days. I'm picking up the maid of honor at the airport in a couple of days. I still have to text her on that flight information.
Yeah. So. And she has new shoes for her bridesmaid dress.
Yes.
So that was the last thing she needed. So
the very last thing I need. Because I had bought some online. It didn't work out. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to DSW.
So now she has new shoes.
They had a whole bunch of nude colored shoes. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came here.
Exactly.
Because that was the exact color we needed.
Yeah, look at here. Nikki said you needed your Floyd time.
It's not me that I needed Floyd time. It was
Floyd
needed Floyd time.
Floyd needed human time. He was about to lose his mind.
I was getting texts over the days I was gone. Like,
okay, so I texted her. Yeah, I texted her at one point. Hang on, I got to get this picture. Friday night, she'd been gone all of about 5 minutes, and there's Floyd
like, moping. He's like, I don't like this.
And it's hysterical because she writes, I text that to her and she writes me back and she's like, I feel like he's judging me. And I'm like, oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. He's
100%.
That is his, like, he has his death glare and then he has his judgmental.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He looks so angry.
He was so angry.
He was.
Oh, God.
And he's looking at me like, I have to put up with you. So finally, he gets desperate.
He gets real desperate.
Hang on. Where did this picture go? He's used to getting love
from me, and I can't say no to him.
So
horrible.
I'm trying to. It's late at night. I'm trying to play my game, and Floyd thinks he needs to come help me. So
he loves him lap time, but he's too big.
He's too big. Yeah, that was Saturday night.
Yeah. It took him about 10 minutes when I got home.
Yeah, he kept going. Nope.
And then he has the no stage, like, get away from me, and he'll go off, wander off somewhere.
Yes.
And then a couple minutes later, he'll start coming into the room like, no. And then start coming into the room again, but still like, no.
And then he'll start giving you the drive-by.
And then he'll give me the drive-by, and then he'll be...
We're talking about you, Bubba. He wanders in.
When it comes to nighttime, for those who don't know, he and I like what's called date night. Where he'll lay in bed with me and I'll either read to him or watch a movie. And he just passes out.
Jan, like, it took less than a millisecond, I promise you. He knows that Fiona is really my cat. So, if he's coming to me for affection, it's desperation time. It's absolutely desperation time.
Speaking of, he's staring up at me like, oh, man.
Rest well, Stephanie. I hope that you get better soon. Floyd, there's your close-up, Bubba. There's your meow. Oh, hey, Jenna. Good to see you. We are just chitting and chatting about the fact that she is in a wedding this weekend.
Yes, I am in I still have to still have to post the picture of me.
Oh, that's right.
I promised I would. So now that I'm back home, I am going to work on that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that is Baby's Bachelorette weekend update.
Yes.
It was loads of fun, and there will be pictures of her all dressed up because the bride is having everyone's hair and makeup done, and she actually got to meet the makeup artist already.
Yeah, I'd say about a couple of days before we went out to the Bachelorette weekend, the bride was doing her makeup trial, so I got to meet the hair artist and the makeup artist. So that was nice.
Yes,
and so we talked about hair and makeup for the bride and hair and makeup for me, because all of a sudden it was like, okay, what do you want to do? And
right.
I'm like, well, I have big eyes, so let's start there.
Yeah, and she was like, you're so fair. Do you have trouble with blush staying? And we're like, yes.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, we'll have to work on that.
We'll work on that. It's fine.
She's like, I got a trick for that. I'm like, okay.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to trust you. And let's just hope for the best.
Let's just hope for
the
best.
record, don't try to curl my hair. It'll go flat.
In about 3 seconds. Because you have your mom's hair.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry. How many in the bridal party? There are 6.
So there are 6 bridesmaids.
Yes.
And the mother of the bride and the mother of the groom.
Yes.
So it'll be pretty crowded in the bridal suite.
Well, and up at the altar there will be the bride and the groom both have 6 attendants.
It's to make it even.
Yeah. So it will be a fun wedding.
Fun.
Pray it's not outdoors because it looks like it's going to rain.
Yeah, I've been watching it. They have a plan B if it does rain. They just really don't like it.
Well, it's looking a little more likely every time I look at the dang weather. I'm like, oh.
What's they know?
Sun. It's better now. Okay, but look how hot it is.
And then the next day, I don't think they're gonna. So after the wedding, what the bride and groom really love to do is go to Scarborough Fair. And so,
which is the local Ren Fair, but the last day of it is Labor Day.
So they are going to go as husband and wife the day after the wedding. But it's looking as though it's going to be 80% chance of rain.
So they may not be going because they don't have a real parking lot out there. If you've ever been to Scarborough Fair, if you're from the DFW area, the parking lot is a giant, if after the rain, it's a giant mud pit. You don't want to go.
Yeah. Oh, Tabitha says
you need Aquanet.
80s Aquanet.
Yeah, it is. It is. This weekend here, I didn't see rain. Yeah, starting Sunday's got a chance of rain. It's actually Monday. And we were hoping to have my sister-in-law and my niece over, and we were going to have an pool party,
but no.
I don't know that that's going to work out
of course,
the way
there's
we
still
thought.
Some time.
Yeah.
So we got 5 more days.
Yeah.
So
but it's all
give
good.
Time.
Okay. Tag out.
Okay. Father. Yo. Okay. In that case, I'll take this time to talk about how amazing this is while he slowly makes his way back.
Very slowly, apparently.
Very slowly. He took down his pants. Now he's got to go find them again.
Yeah, right. I appreciate everyone. If you pre-ordered Naughty Little Secret audio, thank you. If you were waiting to get it, it is now ready. We fixed the technical difficulties.
Butt off.
Well, and he was too. So I'm super glad. I've been really excited to get this. It's full cast digital narration. I spent a lot of time finding the right voices and doing all of the editing that needed to be done. And then, of course, William came behind me and made sure.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yes, Rhonda, that is very true.
Yeah.
Because when my parents got married, it was pouring.
It poured. So Heather, these are digital narrators. So these are narrators who provide their voice and they get paid for the use of their voice. So they record samples and, we just import the voices into the manuscript and, kind of massage how it's spoken. We can choose the inflection. We can, have them emphasize certain things or not. But it's fully digital. So like I said, they've already provided their voices and they get paid for the use of their voices. But this is for a book that this is a re-release. It previously had an audio in a previous life. And I've since edited the manuscript, and the audio producer who originally produced it actually went under. And so I got my rights back and I wanted to get it out as fast as I possibly could. And there are so many narrators that are booked up a year plus. And this was just the fastest way to get it back out to you. So yeah, super excited.
Yep. Ooh, Aussie freeze spray. Thank you, Virginia.
Yeah.
I will look for that. But I wouldn't be surprised though if the hair and makeup artists had all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure
she prepares for any type of hair.
I think, aren't you supposed to have an updo anyway?
Yes, I will be having a high bun. Thank goodness. I asked for a high bun, and so I'm getting one because the bride has decided. This was going back and forth a lot.
Good night, Beverly. I hope you feel better.
She wanted a half up, half down do, and everyone else has something close to up, and then but some of us, however, have short enough hair where they don't really have to do much.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one with
yeah, you have the long hair and it's thick and okay.
Thank
you.
Oh, it's you. I'm leaving now.
It's your father.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
The power washing.
You can warm it up for me.
That's 10 minutes of my life I can't get back.
Oh, anyway, isn't he? You're getting more finger action. Oh my gosh. So, you're back.
Did you miss me?
I did actually. I always miss you.
And my rugged mustache.
That's
my ruggedness.
or something.
Hey, that's 2 weeks worth of growth.
For you,
I worked hard on that.
I know. I can see
Hard.
you probably did.
Hard, I say.
That's funny.
So there's a lot to talk about tonight. We've got a multitude-day taste test coming up.
Lots.
With a very special item, by the way, compliments of my sister. And then we also have
whose birthday was Sunday.
Whose birthday was Sunday. Yes, she was what, 30 again, she said?
As she said she was 30 again.
Yeah, yeah, we're believing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have story time. Naughty story time.
Yes.
So that was, and then we received actually 2 packages of books, and we're going to be reading one of those books tonight. One of the packages we know who sent it, and we'll be reading that one next week. But the one that we received the other day, it didn't. What you doing? It didn't have anybody's name in it, so it just
we received a package from Amazon, but it doesn't tell us who sent it. So if you sent us a couple of books, thank you,
Christine. You're right. William is so abused and not wanted. Exactly. Shayla, you look so tiny next to him. You know what? I was going in and proofing the website. You know, I think I need to change something.
Oh my!
I think it's that smoothing thing. It just makes things look a little. There we go. That's going to look better. A little more crisp. And the lighting is different than what we're seeing.
Yeah,
it just is.
Okay.
It is. It just is.
Okay.
Who's that random dude next to Shayla? Is that right, Shannon Hunt?
That's right.
Yes. Random hotness. That's what I call it.
Eve, it's hysterical because I'm not actually tiny. I'm actually an average height female. I'm 5'4". He just happens to be.
I like short chicks. What's that all about? Anyway,
I am average, damn it.
Yeah, average. Yeah, thoroughly average. No, I'm kidding.
Don't like you.
No, you're amply equipped. I'm just gonna say you're amply equipped. All right. So are we gonna start eating?
Yes.
Right.
I didn't get dinner tonight, so this is.
I got no dinner either. I got no dinner. Yeah, my diction as I get older, I could care less. So there you go. All right. So crumble. We're gonna start off with crumble.
I like that you chose diction instead of syntax. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not syntax. Anyway, so we have 3 from Crumble and 1 from Trader Joe's that my sister got us.
That's
so we're going to try. So this is going to be fascinating because they had several. I limited myself to 2.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
So let me get this out. Let me get it out.
Well, you have to explain.
Let me get it out on a tray. Okay.
Put it out on a tray. Nice.
Here we go.
Nice.
All right. So
it's a random YouTube dude.
MRE dude.
Yeah, he eats MREs from around the world.
So the first one we're going to try tonight is the
store.
This is the store exclusive, not available everywhere. And I think they've had this before, but this is Snickerdoodle cream pie.
Oh my god.
So it's a cinnamon sugar Snickerdoodle, cookies on both sides with vanilla cream cheese frosting in the middle.
Yes.
Okay. And it's got a white chocolate drizzle on top.
Yes.
So you guys can take a look at that. It's a hot mess, but it looks really good. It came chilled. So hold on. Where's my forks? Here's my forks. All right. So here you go.
Okay.
All right. And here's your napkin because I'm always prepared.
And I'm sure I'm going to need it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this in half.
Okay.
So people can see a cross section.
Okay.
It's soft too.
Oh, nice.
So I set it out for a few minutes.
Okay.
So before I kept it chilled.
Happy about that.
You guys can see the cross section there. It's a fairly girthy sandwich. I'm just going to say.
Okay. Now I need to know, is that, so it's like a cream.
They said it was vanilla cream cheese frosting.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we're going to try a little bite of this sucker. This, I got to say, it's an upcharge for this. And by the way, Crumble compliments of Nikki Khan. Nikki Khan sponsored this yet again this week. So thank you, Nikki.
So here's my bite.
So you can see, I mean, you're getting double the cookie. You really are.
Yeah.
And we just had to try this. So I can't wait to try this. So here we go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. It smells.
I smell the cinnamon sugar.
That's good.
that I've seen is the bomb.
Actually, you guys, so the cookie is very sweet.
The cookie's very good.
But the vanilla cream is not very sweet, so they kind of balance each other out a little bit. I think the vanilla cream saves it.
The vanilla cream brings some moisture to it. It really does.
It does. It brings some moisture, but it also brings some balance.
Oh, it's that if you guys get that at your crumble, that's a banger. Right
yeah,
there.
it's a win. That's for sure.
And I love snickerdoodle, and I know there's snickerdoodle than there's snickerdoodle, right?
That's good.
This is pretty good. Frankly, they could have a little more cinnamon sugar on the cookies.
I don't know if it need more sugar. More cinnamon would be
maybe
nice.
a little more cinnamon. Good point. A little more cinnamon, but
yeah.
it's actually a really good cookie.
That is really good.
0 out of 5.
I would give that a solid like 3.8.
And we have over half left.
I would give that like a solid 3.8.
3.8. I'm going to give that a 4.
Ooh.
I think it was because I'm going to start including in my reviews.
Okay.
Creativity.
All right.
And complexity.
No, that's fair.
And like I was saying about that cookie last week with the peanut butter on it, it was sloppy.
It was sloppy.
It was sloppy. There was the creativity wasn't there.
So was the Nutella cheesecake thing.
And the complexity, there's just no complexity to it.
No.
So that's why I like the Nutella one better. It had a little more complexity.
It did. It just, I don't know. They botched the use of Nutella. If you like Nutella, that wasn't a good use of Nutella.
Yeah, you want to get back up to your comments there?
No, I was saving that for a reason.
Oh, okay. All right. So I don't think I want to do this one yet because I need to clear the palate.
You know what? It is, honestly, Jan, it was kind of moon pie-ish in a way. You're right.
Okay. This one is fascinating because it's an interesting cookie, but at the same time, it's not a very beautiful cookie. Okay. So
hang on. Heather says she's trying to get her family to send babka. Is that how you pronounce that? From an amazing kosher bakery in New Jersey to gift us at Kiss and Tell. Ooh, that sounds yummy.
Awesome.
Yummy.
It's very sweet of you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see everybody at Kiss and
Tell.
I know.
We're going to have fun.
In less than a month. All right.
Maybe cinnamon sugar icing instead of the white chocolate. I think it was vanilla cream, but yeah, something.
Okay. This is their version of a banana cream pie cookie.
Now, this looks a little bit like, not going to lie, vomit on a plate.
It's a little sus. I'm just going to say.
But I love banana. You guys have to know. Lemon and banana are two of my favorite things.
So it is adorned
Loathe raspberry.
with a
Loathe raspberry.
I guarantee you not a Nilla cookie, but a generic one. But that's okay. And I'm looking through the banana pudding here, and I see vanilla wafers in the pudding.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I see it.
Look at that. And with a really nice crust in it, but it does kind of look icky.
Vomit on a plate.
I want to taste the icing first.
Okay.
Or it's just a cookie, a sugar cookie with banana pudding in it.
Oh, that's banana pudding. Love me some banana pudding.
That's pretty good.
It is.
That's pretty good. So we're going to go in for the actual cookie.
So
now.
This almost doesn't have a cookie consistency. It's almost like
almost like a small shortbread cake.
Or a pie crust almost.
It's almost like a pie crust, exactly. And I've got some banana pudding on the backside. So here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
The cookie or the crust has absolutely no flavor whatsoever. That is a complete fail.
I think it's meant to be more of a texture provider than a flavor provider.
Well, it's a flail. It should have some sort of flavor.
Oh, I agree.
Honestly, it could be a little more crisp. It's a little too doughy for me.
I like it that way.
I don't like it doughy.
But I just had some of the crust by itself. It really doesn't have any flavor at all.
No.
It's just the banana.
And the banana is not overly sweet either.
It isn't.
So
this is not a super sweet. Now I'm going to see if adding a little bit of the actual vanilla wafer.
Oh, you don't need it because you got the
No,
crust.
I know, but I want to see. So I put a little bit of the vanilla wafer right on top to see if that would.
Right. I'll do that too. No. Vanilla wafers don't. Today's vanilla wafers
Don't
the
have a
way
lot
they
of
make
flavor.
them don't have any flavor.
So
When they made them with real ingredients back in my day, they were amazing.
you know what, Christine? It's not cardboard, actually. It's kind of soft. It's not spongy
It's
like
a pastry
cake.
crust. It
is.
really is.
It's a paste. It's almost like a shortbread pastry crust. It has a shortbread flavor. It just isn't super. I don't know how to put it.
I'm not
It's
a fan.
not
I'm not
super
a
sweet.
fan of the cookie. I would either rather have just straight banana pudding or nothing at all.
Yeah.
And that was
This actually does have bananas in it, Christine. Because that's how I like banana cream pie. I actually just prefer straight up banana pudding, but yeah. They claim it's a crust, but it's a cookie. It's not even really a cookie. It's not sweet. It's like they took some leftover shortbread pastry and went, here.
I like the thought process here. I really do. But the execution was poor. I'm not sure what else you could have done, frankly, to mass produce like that.
I think if they had put a little bit of a sugar glaze on that crust, you know what I mean? Like if they had put some sugar on it and baked it a little bit.
I would have much rather had a banana flavored cookie, soft cookie, with perhaps some sort of glaze on top.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of frosted cookies.
I didn't get a lot from that. So that's getting a 1.8 from me.
I'd give it a 2 just because I like the banana pudding. The banana pudding was pretty serviceable.
Yeah.
The rest of it, I was like, meh.
It tasted okay.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth the price.
Really
No. So which one do you want to go next? You want to go with Aunt Jenny's thing, or do you want to go with the last crumble?
Let's go with the last crumble because I have a feeling that once we open Aunt Jenny's thing, we're just going to start eating it.
The last crumble, and I think this one should be the best.
Is this the lemon?
This is the lemon cheesecake cookie.
Oh, that looks pretty.
Look at that little lemon wedge on there. Isn't that awesome?
But it is actually not one of their cheesecakes. It's
a
cookie.
It's a cookie.
Okay.
So you gotta take that into account. There's a cookie and a cheesecake score, right? So,
okay.
But let's just.
So this is just the cookie, and I'm trying to decide.
Yep.
Okay, what flavor just the cookie is.
And I don't think you're supposed to squeeze the lemon on it. I'm not going to do that.
No. That cookie doesn't have a ton of flavor either.
Okay.
Like just independent.
I think the icing does. So it's got some sort of cream cheese filling on it with lemon curd or something there on the top.
It looks like lemon curd, yeah.
So it's a soft cookie. Dense.
Denser than I think I thought.
But again, just like any other crumble cookie, there's the cross section. It's a fairly thick cookie.
Okay. That's more cookie than I can eat in one bite.
It does look yummy though.
Okay. This is gonna be a mess.
That icing with the lemon, I just tasted a little bit of that on the fork.
Good stuff.
Really good.
Okay.
And I think when you mash it with the cookie that has not a lot of sugar in it, it's going to go very well.
Okay, you ready?
So here we go.
The lemon curd makes that 100%.
That is good.
Boo
boo. Almost got 2 of those.
The lemon is what are you eating?
I'm gonna buy that. Salami.
Pepperoni.
Oh my gosh, that's really good.
Hi, Nancy. I feel like the lemon curd has just enough tart to it that it cuts.
It counteracts the sweetness of the icing, but not enough to where the cookie can come in. And it just balances it all out.
Yeah.
A well executed cookie. Well executed.
I like.
And for when you're trying to mimic a pie, that's tough.
It does have kind of a pie flavor, not obviously a pie texture, but it really does kind of have a pie flavor, a lemon pie flavor. Oh, Shannon says next time she comes to visit, she wants you to make lemon bars.
We should have made her lemon bars after her accident.
I know.
Accident.
A lot. Okay. So he gives, what do you give this?
That's 4.2.
Ooh.
Really good cookie.
I think for me, That's probably about a 3.9.
Well executed cookie. I'm just going to say we'll go back for a moment to the banana pudding one.
Yeah,
the monstrosity.
Least favorite.
I've had better banana pudding at Buc-ee's.
And they have good banana
and
pudding,
they have
actually.
but it's prepackaged too. So I'm sorry. You can see it's just the color is just off for me. And I see the vanilla wafers and it's a gallon attempt. But I've had better at Buc-ee's.
Well, I think the
crumble for what they're charging for a cookie should be better.
The supporting cookie underneath should have had more flavor. It should have added something besides texture to the mix. You know what I mean?
Right. Agreed.
So,
but that cookie was really good.
I figured that would be up your alley.
I enjoyed that.
And I'm not usually the biggest fan of things that are tart. So for me, it was it was verging on a tad too
if
tart.
If it were
for
a lemon
me.
cheesecake where the lemon is throughout, you probably wouldn't care for it.
Yes.
But this, to your point, the balance is just incredible.
It was just enough to be interesting without you being like, wanting to like pucker because it's so like, I don't remember where we were one time and I had a bite of somebody's key lime pie, which is just not my favorite flavor. It's usually too tart for me. And I had a bite of somebody's key lime pie and I was like, this is why I do
Baby and I are key lime fanatics.
Yeah, they both love it. And
of course, Sam's has a great one and it's a great price. But Costco just recently came out with their own key lime pie, which is twice the price. But it looks, I saw a couple of reviews of it.
Is it the same size?
No, it's bigger. And of course, bigger is better. That is correct. But I read a review that it was insane. I almost think I have to try it. Almost think. But then that would take you down a road you don't want to go. So anyway, so the last piece of the taste test tonight is a donation from Jennifer Black, and it is titled "From Trader Joe's: The Cinnamon Twist Danish pastry with cinnamon and custard style filling."
Have to understand, we have had this sitting on our kitchen counter for the last couple of days, and we keep looking at it. I got coffee.
I want you to smell that. Smell that.
Oh my God, I love cinnamon.
Look at that, kids.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
That looks amazing.
Get in there and get some, Shannon.
Okay. Grab a fork, y'all, because there's no way we're eating all this. Oh my gosh,
that's
the cinnamon just like he opened the box and cinnamon just.
Do you girls know what this smells like to me?
What?
No. Bojangles is going to open pretty soon. Though,
I know,
and I can't wait to go up yonder. Cannot wait. So what? You know what smells like cinnamon? What does that smell like?
Like a churro, kind of? No.
A certain thing we have every year. The Moravian sugar cake.
Yeah.
Exactly. It smells a little like that.
It does. You're right.
And that smell just makes me feel at home. It makes me feel.
Look at Christina. She's like, if this is good, I'm going to Trader Joe's again. You might be.
Christina.
It looks so good.
I kept telling Shannon how she was telling me about some seasoning there I have to get. And I said, we've got to get to Trader Joe's. But it's on the other side of town, which is 5 miles away, right? But we just never go.
We never go. We actually.
Because I don't know what I want.
It's like 2 towns away, you guys.
Jordan loves the soup dumplings, and I have to have soup dumplings in my life.
Okay.
And they sound amazing, but all the things.
Baby's reaching with her fork.
Hold on. I'm gonna cut. This has a filling with it too, which is interesting. So I don't know.
I'm not used to a Danish with a filling. I usually if there's cream-filled donuts, totally not my thing.
One would think this would be better heated up, but I don't know with a filling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a good point here. I'll hold up.
You know what I am saying?
I know what you are saying. But does it really have a filling? Because I don't
I guess
see.
not. Maybe you guys can see the cross-section there. Okay, this is just a coffee cake.
Yeah.
It said a filling, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so hard-pressed in the morning now that we open this.
Oh my God, to have this.
Be like, have this with my coffee.
Okay, yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Y'all go on and I'll bring it to the bridal suite.
No, it is not leaving this house, Baby Black. Okay, now, should I get my own or we'll just split that one?
We'll split this one, yeah.
But that smell, rich butter and cinnamon.
You guys, it smells amazing.
So I think you put some, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the secret. Listen to me. It's the secret.
He hasn't eaten it yet, but he knows the secret.
A couple of slabs of Kerrygold butter on there.
Oh yeah, and you put it in the oven.
No, you throw it in the toaster oven, or you throw it in the air fryer, just for 45 minutes, 2 minutes, what have you. Not the microwave.
You're talking.
You want a little crispness.
You're talking.
It's gonna be amazing.
You're talking.
And it's got to be Kerrygold butter.
Okay, get a bite, because I'm losing patience here.
Wouldn't be the first time, feel like. Okay. And here we go.
Oh my God.
That's good.
You
like it?
This is my jam.
You like cakey stuff.
I like cakey stuff, and this is my jam.
Their usual sprinkling of how there's the rising rolls and then there's the sauce.
Yeah.
Imagine it with the sauce.
You know what, Dawn? It looks dry. Good night, Tabitha. But it isn't. It isn't. I mean, and we've had this sitting on our counter since Sunday.
We're basically, the expiration date on that was yesterday. So it is a little bit dry, I'll say that. But the flavor compensates for it. It is amazing. And to me,
it is so good. If you're going to get
this, of course, I'm really good at finding the freshest when I go to the stores. But that's what. Good night, Tab.
It's so good, y'all.
But again, you put a little bit of Kerrygold butter on it, and just kind of toast the top just for a couple of minutes. It'd be insane.
Yeah.
It would be insane.
Yeah. That is.
Christina says she was literally at Trader Joe's this Saturday, and I didn't see one of them. And Christina, the other thing my sister gets me from Trader Joe's is my Kringle.
The Kringles.
Oh my God, those things are.
Dawn says, I'm going to Trader Joe's. She got us a Christmas Kringle in almond.
Oh, it was so good.
That was
baby?
Amazing.
And then she got one for us with pecan, which was insanely good.
And I didn't care for it because I'm not a nut person.
I'm a pecan guy.
Yeah.
Insanely good. And then the one with raspberry was really good as well.
I didn't eat that either. I don't like raspberry.
To me, I think it was almond, pecan, and raspberry.
Almond was amazing.
Pecan would have been so good at the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Renee says, I'm here chowing down on stick chips. Steak chips, or I don't know what that is. Stick chips. I don't know.
So that was really good.
Do you like this, Mama?
I do. That for me was the best thing we had all night, I think. Just maybe because I really love cinnamon and I really love cake.
And it's hard to put a rating on this because it's so unique.
And it's apples and oranges, right?
I'm not going to put a rating on it, but it.
Oh, look at this.
You get back to Universal, get one of the Nutella and straw. Oh, I bet it's amazing.
That Regina. Sounds amazing. I love.
Regina, we found a food truck. We went to a little outdoor concert and they had some food trucks.
Oh,
they had a Nutella
frozen.
They had a Nutella fruit truck. We got Nutellas and bananas in it. Oh my gosh. It's overwhelming.
It was. It was so just decadent.
Heather says the almond Kringle is my favorite flavor. Oh, try eating it frozen. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night, Kelly. I'm so sorry about your friend's loss. That's hard.
Oh.
That's hard.
So that is the
taste test for
the week. And I was going to say, we got through that pretty quickly.
We did.
It was, I won't say hit or miss. I'll just say it was a varied result. And I was pleased with everything we tried. So,
yeah. I mean, there was nothing bad.
Not at all.
No. So.
NC. All right. There you go. There's your marker.
Yeah. So, I wanted to let you guys know, just sort of an update of some things I'm working on. We're going to get there. Chillax for a second. So like I said, Naughty Little Secret Audio, the correct, pristine, good version is now on the site. So if you are looking for a new audio, grab one of those. And
you talk about Ream with
I'm getting there.
Okay, sorry.
I am also I have talked to Jenna and we have a plan. And so it was in the newsletter today, but I had some people who asked some questions. So let me try to explain that we are going to start dropping episodes of all the Unbroken books to date on Ream. Obviously, we're going to start with The Betrayal because that's book 1 in the Rain Falling series. Instead of doing daily questions, we're going to do a once a week, we're going to try doing a once a week on the community posts, like a little bit. It lends itself a little bit more, I think, to back and forth than maybe the actual individual posts, because we're going to be posting a lot of episodes at once. And so I think the conversation will flow better when we can talk about what we've read all week long. We're going to start this on Monday, which is, Memorial Day.
That's lunes in el español.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, you're welcome.
We're going to start on Monday. We're going to start. If you guys want to start participating, all you have to do is go to Ream Stories and set up a free account. We're going to make a bunch of this public. So we just want everybody to come, participate, see what it's like.
Can they comment on stuff if not with the free account?
Yeah, because we're going to do it on community posts.
Okay, cool.
So, and on the back end, you guys don't know this, but on the back end, I can send messages to everybody, certain tiers, public, just one tier. Like I get to pick and choose. So all of those community posts and all of the episodes will be public.
I'm still waiting for the video option to be able to video live with our Ream folk too. When is that coming?
Well, right now, what you can do is set up a private YouTube
but I want to
link.
do it on that platform.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they want to host the video, and I get it. So in the meantime,
I'll host it for them.
Not only will you have access to the betrayal and the discussion going on with that, it's going to be fun, you guys. We're going to have a lot of, and Jenna's going to come join me. We're going to have some behind the scenes, some tea that we've never spilled. There's going to be a lot of fun, unbroken stuff. So you're going to want to join us there. And then if you are so moved to subscribe, I am dropping episodes of Possess Me at Midnight already. And I have been for a few weeks, and the book doesn't come out until...
So what you're saying is you're basically getting to see the books before they're actually coming out.
Before they're coming out.
I'm still trying to get my head around that part, because it's really kind of a sneak peek of what's coming before you're done.
And honestly, if you guys are, it's sort of double duty in a way, because as you guys are reading this before I'm actually publishing it, if you have thoughts or questions, like sometimes you're motivating me to go back and clarify things or tweak things or whatever. If I'm getting feedback from y'all, then I go in and do things as they need to be done. And if you just like something the way it is, that makes me smile too, because otherwise I have to write a whole book before I release it, and then I don't really know what y'all are going to think.
Right. There's really no other platform that does that. Patreon does it to some extent. We asked you guys some questions about Patreon,
but Ream is really meant for books.
That's what keeps coming us back to Ream, because it is so book centric.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Oops. That's right. Christine had a question. Do we start asking questions as regular, or then answers will be once a week or on Ream? So what I'm saying, Christine, is on the community post, when I send you guys a message, through the community posts, I'm going to I think we're going to every Sunday start a discussion, and we're going to say, okay, here's some things that we read over the last week. Let's have a discussion about what this is, where you think it's going, what you wish you'd seen, what you wished you got more of, less of, and what are you excited about? Because there's going to be a lot of angst, a lot of cliffhangers. This series is really sort of meant for this. So there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and emotions. And we're going to talk a lot about how a lot of these themes and characters came to be.
And there's a lot of content.
There's a lot of content, you guys.
What did Shannon say?
Who's Pecker?
No, down below. Charlie needs to stop pecking at Shayla. That's how she became a girl in trouble.
Oh my gosh.
Too much pecking.
Too much pecking. Okay, sure.
To say, get off me, Tommy.
Right. Okay.
You've already gone 5 times. No more.
No more. So those two things are both happening on Ream Stories right now. It's super easy to use. I know you guys have been a little bit like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do.
Well, this is a good opportunity to get in there and check it out.
That's right. I mean, because it's just going to be easy breezy and fun with a lot of content. And so come join us because it's going to be a good time.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome to Storytime by Shayla Black. Narrated faithfully by William Black.
It's the unabridged version.
The unabridged version. The uncensored
because
version.
This is such a tome,
Okay.
y'all.
Okay, whoever sent this book to us and
Thank
the other
you.
one, please tell me who you are.
Because Amazon didn't.
PM me or something to let me know, but thank you for that. And we'll hit the other one next week. But this one is titled Dad's Little Pecker. It has a Gold Star Award.
Oh, wow.
That says Meaningless Self-Given Gold Star Award.
Okay.
And the author is Holden Weiner.
Okay.
I believe he goes by Mr. I think it's his pronoun.
Okay.
Mr. Holden Weiner.
Okay. Perfect.
And I believe his middle name is Mai.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
And you guys can notice there's the cover. I do not understand the ruler because I'll just tell you now, this says 6 inches. That is not to scale. This is not 6 inches.
Real ruler. Real ruler.
What is that?
I don't know.
8.5?
I don't know. I'm trying to see. Hang on.
Oh my God.
I'm struggling.
8.5.
It's about here. Okay. Actually, yeah, it is about 8.5.
8.5. So that is not 6 inches. And trust me, 8.5 is about average. Let's just be clear.
Here,
all right.
Look at this. Jan says his middle name is with both hands. That's pretty funny.
Holden and Wagon Wiener. That's it. Okay. So this is called Dad's Little Pecker. So it looks like a little woodpecker. Isn't he cute? His little birdie friend. Isn't that sweet?
Hang on, Christine has a question. When does Possess Me at Midnight end on Ream? I don't know because I haven't calculated out the episodes yet. I'm revising as I'm posting episodes, so I really can't tell you how much content I'm going to add yet. I'm working my way through one at a time. It's just been a little bit of a juggling act to be working on multiple books at once.
All right, Dad's Little Pecker, written and illustrated by Holden My Wiener. All right, here we go. Treasure Trash Books. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And Shannon wants to know why such big eyes on that pecker.
Okay, so it's the pecker. It's this thing, this bird. Okay,
It's
don't
the
get your minds out of the
woodpecker.
gutter.
Yeah.
This is literature.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Even as an isbit
Uh-huh.
on it. So it's in Library of Congress. So obviously it's pertinent.
Mm-hmm.
Dad has a little pecker. He plays with it all day. He takes it with him everywhere and puts it on display.
That is a very little pecker.
Okay. At the golf course, all dads swing on the swing.
Of course.
Yes.
Mhm.
Not that swing. Okay. Mom loves his little pecker, but she just doesn't understand why he always has his little pecker in his hand.
Well, because
Mom gets a little pissed because he's manhandling his pecker. Well, if Mom paid him a little more attention, he wouldn't have to do that.
Maybe he just likes his little pecker.
What does Eve say? Aw, cute little pecker.
Yeah.
That pecker does its own piercing. Ruth says, oh, good. Talking to my daughter on the phone, and I'm off in time for story time. Okay. He holds it while he's mowing. He holds it while he drives. Well, don't we all?
If you're holding it while you drive, you might be slightly distracted. I'm just saying.
He holds it while he's mowing, and he holds it while he drives. He holds it while he's shaving. It's a wonder. It survives.
Or he survives.
Line. He takes it out at parties. At least that's what I've heard. He tells Mom, I can't help it. People love my little bird.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those hot chicks. Those are some hot chicks.
They have big eyes too.
They're just fine young women. Fine young women. Just need a
They just need a
strong hand.
You need a move job.
Strong hand. All right. That would solve a lot of the world's problems. All right, here we go.
A move job?
No, strong hand. They get in lots of trouble when they're playing hide and seek. His pecker always wants to try to hide behind mom's cheek.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Nothing like cuddling up with a nice pecker, huh, baby? Right next to you.
Right next to you. Can't wait.
Mom doesn't seem to like it. She doesn't think it's fun. She said he almost lost it when it snuck inside her buns.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That pecker's getting a little too adventurous, I think.
I can't think of a better place than between some buns. I'm just saying.
From the next room, I hear baby go, ew.
Oh, honey, you love me. Oh. Cuddle time. Oh.
Oh.
Then there was the time the dad and Pecker made a cake.
Is this like an American Pie thing, or?
Pecker spilled the batter and it startled Mom awake.
Wow. The euphemisms here are getting, yeah.
I should do this like this because it is kind of crooked. So anyway.
The euphemisms here are getting, oh my gosh, Jan.
Don't hide your little pecker under a bush. Do you like spilled batter?
No comment. You're such a boy.
Good thing I always take care of business. Mom said, go put your bird away. It's causing too much stress. I always have to clean up when your pecker makes a mess.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't want my batter on my head.
On your head.
Doesn't belong on anywhere on my upper body.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Then again, if you were indiscriminately, having batter just all over the kitchen, we would have to have a conversation.
Well, when peckers are small and young, or when they're young and just reaching maturity and stuff, they tend to make a mess. Anyway, Dad said, I'll take it into the den and we won't make a peep. I'll just be in there stroking it until it falls asleep.
Oh my God.
He should have his tongue out there.
Oh my gosh. Y'all.
Someone hand that pecker a towel to clean up after itself. Eve, ooh, the pecker just got white stuff all over his head. Jan says, why is Mom giving Joan Crawford Mommy Dearest vibes? She is. Oh my gosh.
Go.
No more wire hangers. I was like, there's no more wire hangers.
Yeah.
Mom said, I'm going crazy. I'm being driven up the walls. You're playing with your pecker. And you're even playing with your balls.
Surprise.
Well, they kind of go together.
Apparently. I mean, if you have a pecker, don't you have balls too?
Yep. Then this is Mom being the bitch she is. If you don't stop this instant, there's just one thing I can do. Then Dad sat and listened closely to the words he knew were true.
So she had wisdom. She had wisdom.
She's bitching at him, so she's bitching.
Well, maybe he needs that, though. If he can't stop playing with his pecker, I'm just saying.
A lot of chicks like that.
Okay, well.
Now Dad spends much more time with Mom and even pets her cat. His balls are all collecting dust and looking rather flat. So he's petting the kitty. And Mom looks a lot happier.
Mom looks a lot happier. because he's putting his attention someplace where it will be appreciated.
His little pecker lives inside a cage upon the shelf. Mom said that if it didn't, she'd go get one for herself.
Yay, Mom!
NC. That's a little pecker. All right, that was a cute one. So whoever sent this to us, thank you. You were very sweet to do that.
Doesn't look like a hairless cat, Shannon says.
I'll reserve because I think every kitty it should have an equal opportunity.
Thank you.
I mean,
you know, cats need love too.
Oh, that kind of cat. Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Well, kitties need love too.
All forms, shapes, and sizes. You know, it's all good. It's all good.
Who knew? I wanted to circle back. I meant to do this a lot sooner. My apologies, Tatiana, if you're still here. You asked me a question.
Tatiana.
And I'm going to give you an answer. You asked me an hour ago, sorry. When did I decide to become a writer? Did I dream about it during my childhood? I decided to become an author in the middle of college, honestly. I think I was, around 19 or 20. I went ahead and finished my degree and I got a corporate job, as a lot of you know, and I worked off and on for the same company for almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. And I think that was the summer actually that I started. Yep. I interned with that company and then I eventually got hired there after graduation.
But you've always loved romance.
Yes, but I was not a reader as a child. I've said before that the only two books that I was aware of as a child were Little House books and Nancy Drew, and I disliked both of them. They were just not for me.
Nancy Drew was hot.
Nancy Drew, I was just waiting for I was like, where's the romance? Does she not have a boyfriend? Does she need to go around and solve all these mysteries? Get a dude, go on a date.
Nancy Drew was hot. She liked hanging out with the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, but nothing ever happened.
Or the Hardly Boys.
Yeah, exactly. Hardly doing anything. So I wasn't a big reader. And the only book that I enjoyed in school, and I'm trying to think when I read it, I think I was in 8th grade, maybe, when I read Catcher in the Rye, which now that I reflect is a lot for an 8th grader, but I really enjoyed it. Holden Caulfield had an interesting sense of humor.
I read Johnny Appleseed.
Okay, good. So I enjoyed that, but I didn't really know. My parents weren't big readers. My dad read the newspaper, he would read the sports section of the newspaper, and my mom just can't sit still to read. So
she can't sit still for nothing.
Still, to this day, she's
on her way to Europe right now.
Yeah, she's on a plane overnight to London right now. They're going on a cruise.
The London.
And so what really ended up happening, I wish I knew where to find this woman. When I was in elementary school, my neighbor across the street I would walk home from school and my mom worked kind of far from the house. So the neighbor across the street would watch me as a kid. So I would go to their house. I would walk there after school and she had an infant. And I remember her sitting down and she would be, her name was Bernadette, and she would be holding her daughter who was named Jennifer. Mm-hmm. And she was devouring a Kathleen Woodiwiss book. She was devouring Shanna. And so I remember looking at the cover thinking, oh, this looks interesting. I want to read this. And she was like, you are way too young to read this. And she would not let me touch it. And I remembered that because you don't tell me no. You don't tell me no if you don't want me to do something about it. It's literally will have the opposite effect on me. And so when I got to college, I was one day looking for a textbook that the campus store had sold out of. And they said, well, go to the little, about a mile down the road, there is a little new and used bookstore. Go down there and see if they should have some used copies of this book because we're just out and we're not going to get any more in time. And I was like, okay, cool. And I had never stepped foot in the place, but okay, it wasn't that far. So I went down there, and while they were looking in the back to see if they had some of these textbooks, there was a shelf right next to the register. And I saw this book that I had not been allowed to read in elementary school sitting there. I grabbed a copy of that and I'm like, I'm an effing adult now. I'm going to read this book because someone told me I couldn't, and screw you. So,
Mom's little Becker.
So I ended up taking I got the textbook, but I also got this book, and wasn't so interested in the textbook, but I was super interested in that book. And then I started reading more and more and more. And suffice it to say that the owner of this bookstore got to know me pretty well. And she was actually the one who told me after I'd been there for a while, because I had another 3 years of school left. And she was the one who told me that I should seriously consider joining a writing organization. I told her I wanted to write. Like, that was where it all kind of came from. Because once I read that book, I was like, yes, this matches the stories running around in my head that I didn't know what to do with them.
Who were you dating at the time?
That would be you.
Oh.
That would be you.
One of many.
No, that would be you. So, that was, I didn't set out to be an author. My degree is actually in marketing and advertising.
We never set out. Very few people. I mean,
I know.
And you know what? I'm envious of those folks that know what they want to do. I was not. Well, I did have an idea.
I did also read The Flame and the Flower. I think after Shanna, that was the next book I read. But I remember reading. So of the people of that era, Ruth, that you probably read too, I read a lot of Joanna Lindsay. I read a lot of Jude Devereaux. In fact, the Christmas we got engaged, he gave me, he proposed, but he also gave me a copy of A Knight in Shining Armor.
I did?
You did, in hardcover.
Oh, wow.
And it was such a momentous occasion for me to finally get to meet Jude Devereaux. It was probably 10 years ago now, but I still have that hardcover, and I took it to the event where she was, and I could not believe that her table, she wasn't swamped. But I realize in retrospect, a lot of people, you had to have been around and reading long enough to know who she was. And I almost tackled her, and I took that book to her, and she signed it for me, and I still have it. And it's one of my favorite memories, besides you proposing, obviously.
Well, thanks for sliding that one in. Yeah.
But I also read a lot of, there was a few people I really liked back then besides Joanna Lindsay. I can't think of her name. She had a hyphenated name. Dang it. Paris Afton Bonds. I read some of hers. I read, I really liked Catherine Sutcliffe. She only put out a couple of books.
I remember you having a lot of her books.
Yeah, I loved Catherine Sutcliffe. I read, that's where I discovered Sandra Brown. I actually started with her historicals, and I was surprised to find out that she hadn't written that many of it. She wrote a lot more contemporary.
It's kind of what you did.
Yeah.
You started out historical, then you...
I did read some Rosemary Rogers, but she was like way, if you guys know the difference, like she was way, 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 way like out there compared to like Joanna Lindsay. And I think I ended up reading almost all of Kathleen Woodowiss's catalog. I've found a lot of people, in all honesty. There was somebody I really liked, and she was Lee, and I can't remember her last name, but it was Leigh, and she only put out a handful of books, and I thought they were so good. They were so good. I loved them so much. And then I also ended up falling in love with, I can't think of her name either. Like, they're all just gone. It's awful. But I ended up reading all kinds of romances from there. I found contemporaries. I even read some sci-fi romances. Laverl Spencer was one of my very favorite, Jan. I loved Laverl Spencer. Her lyrical, just the syntax and the word choice, it was so lush and beautiful.
It was just artistry on the page, right?
Evocative. Yeah. Oh my God, she was amazing to me. I read a few Bertree Smalls. Catherine Coulter at the time wrote mostly Westerns. It wasn't really my jam. I did like me some Judith McNaught for sure. And Virginia Henley. I read a lot of Heather Graham. And Sherilyn Kenyon's alter ego at the time was Kinley McGregor. And I read a lot of her as well. There was just a lot of those, people who have been writing, started in the 70s, had these long and amazing careers. And I remember going to an RWA event once. It was one of my first. And I was standing in the room with Laverl Spencer. I was edging my way over there because I wanted to introduce myself to her so bad. Just to say,
I stayed home that day.
Well, you weren't even with me.
We were in between
relationships? No, it was at an RWA conference.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I was in Chicago, I think. I was my first or second conference.
Never been to Chicago.
And I think it was my second conference. And I remember going over there, like I said, I got close. And she was talking to some people. And I was so excited. I was going to wait for a break in the conversation and introduce myself to her. And I overheard her say, "Yep, I just retired. I turned in my last book. I'm done. Peace out." And I sobbed. I literally sobbed. And I was like, oh, and that was it. She got one more book and I was so sad. I loved her book.
And
Laura London. It was a husband and wife team. They only put out a couple of books, but The Windflower is a beautiful book. Again, the lyricism, the word choice, the phrasing, it's just craftsmanship.
Back when you didn't have to put a book out every 3 months.
Exactly.
Right? Or something like that.
Well, yeah. You were only putting out 1 or 2 a year max.
Amazing how that industry, will never come again.
No.
Will never come again.
No. And it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because you guys get more to read and that's fantastic, but we feel the pressure to produce. But it's hard to keep up that level of production. You don't get to sit with the book and really feel it and let it breathe.
But then the also thing is you second guess yourself a lot too. In books. So just get it on paper and get it out. So.
You can see
not everybody can write the great American novel.
Oh my God.
If I just type the letter, it's done. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going.
Yeah. That's why I've said you should write a book and you're like, look at the time.
The unauthorized biography is going to come out soon enough. I'm not getting any younger. So you just cash those checks, baby.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unauthorized biography. Then I'll write that.
Okay, perfect.
We'll put it out under a pseudonym.
But if you guys haven't heard
Holden Wiener.
So if you guys remembered, I know a lot of you do, the 25th anniversary reflection I wrote has some of this information, Tatiana, if you're still here, and it will answer a lot of your questions if you want to know how I got here. And he did the narration on it. And that's currently on my store, but we're
free, but it's getting ready to be put up on
YouTube.
Yes.
Yes. So if you hang out a little bit, then you will
with finger puppets.
No. If you hang out a little bit, then that will get uploaded to YouTube probably in the next week, right?
It's ready to go.
Okay.
We're just gonna schedule it. I did it straight.
Okay.
But I was thinking about breaking up into 3 videos, but I thought, well, people may not follow. So I just did a whole one because it's an hour's worth of content.
It is an hour.
Yep.
I guess I talk a lot. Who knew?
And the problem is, hopefully there's no commercials. YouTube likes to put commercials and things.
Yeah. Oh, I read My Fair Sarah Danielle Steele too, Regina, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Brings back a lot of memories. Someday I will catalog what's in my keeper shelf from back in those days and share the list. It might be kind of fun.
Cool.
So I think that's everything now that we've kept you guys for an hour and a half.
Is it an hour? Oh my God.
It is.
Daddy needs to go to bed.
I know, me too.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's just like I said, it's been a little crazy. It's been very crazy this week.
Yes.
Even more crazy than usual. I'd like to thank whoever sent us this book.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two things before we go. If you're going to see me at Kiss and Tell, I said this on TikTok, but I don't think I said it here. I have a limited number of copies of Something New and Cool. If you are interested in that, it was not available if you pre-ordered. If you would like, and I do mean very limited, like,
so come to her.
Yeah, come see me quickly because otherwise they will be gone. I have literally this many, and that's it. So
you're such a tease.
That's me.
You're such a tease.
So come see me, and what was the other thing? I lost my brain.
I'm already in the bed asleep.
I know.
Of course, I'm on a sugar high right now.
Right. Thank you guys for spending your Wednesday evening with us. I hope the rest of your week is amazing and you have a fantastic and safe holiday weekend.
And next Wednesday, we'll talk about all the things we did over the weekend. We've been busy, personal stuff. The Tuesday night concert, got a concert on Friday night. We've got a wedding on Sunday, and then we got the backyard barbecue on Monday.
With an 80% chance of rain.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. All right, guys, have a safe and sane weekend.
Enjoy.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.